Okay, so I saw something on a short or something here a while back, and I just want to see if it really is true. So I don't even know. Let's use this little doohickey. And we have a piece of paper. So you're supposed to put the piece of paper on the mirror. The whatever item it is goes on the paper, and then you're supposed to be able to see this on the other side of the paper. Is it true? Let's see. That's cool. And so it is true. I didn't believe it, but it has to do with the reflection or something in your perspective in the mirror. So it's like the reflection and the perspective of the mirror. Anyway, it really works, which is really cool. I didn't think it was gonna work, so neat. So now that I have figured out that actually works, I'm sitting here contemplating and trying to figure out a lesson to be able to teach to students or whomever. And I thought it'd be cool to kind of show you my thought process whenever I'm trying to come up with an object lesson. So yeah, here it goes. Just kind of me brainstorming. I'm gonna try to do it out loud. Typically I just kind of think to myself until something really stands out. So yeah, here I go trying to do that out loud. So I began to think about not perception, but what's that called? Perspective. So I started thinking about perspective and how everyone's perspective is different. And so from one vantage point, one perspective, we could see that there was a thing on one side of the paper. And then when we changed our perspective, I didn't expect to be able to see the same object on the opposite side. But I was thinking about there's two sides to every story, two different angles, looking at things in different ways. Everybody can see the same image, even if it's from different perspectives. So you could use that to make a lesson. And I'm trying to piece that together and trying to connect how to piece that together in my mind. So typically I would probably do a little bit of research like on Google about reflections and learn why that works and how that works. So I might take a little break and just kind of look up some of that stuff on Google and just kind of try to see if there's a way to pull that in. But I really like the idea that there's different perspectives, but the same image, and how everyone can have their own unique perspective and look at things differently, but still see or come out with the same outcome, if that makes sense. So I do like that thought process. So I'm probably like gonna run with that and then try to figure out or pull in some scriptures that would help me solidify, or even a scripture story that would solidify and kind of bring it all together. So let me think. Some different stories. Let's think of different perspectives in the Bible if it gives us like two different perspectives. You have the story of Job would be really good because there's different perspectives in that. Job doesn't know what's going on. Actually, Job would be a great one for this. So Job doesn't know what's going on, but there's like this whole scene, another perspective, if you will, up in heaven where God and the devil are speaking. And so there's these two different perspectives that you could show that even though Job had a totally different perspective, he still trusted God and knew that God was going to take care of him, even though it didn't maybe look from the outsiders, all the other people's perspective, all his friends. It was like, God, you must have did something awful because God's doing all this stuff to you. So they had even another perspective. They were all seeing Job go through the exact same thing, but all from different perspectives. So yeah, anyway, I probably would go with that story. That's the story I would tie in with this object lesson. And I mean, you could really go in depth. You could keep kind of simple for younger kids, however you want to play it. But yeah, that would work. So anyways, that's kind of my thought process whenever I am coming up with an object lesson. I literally just think about what I'm wanting to use as an object. I try to relate that to a scripture or a story in the Bible. I bring it all together and try to teach the kids something. I hope this helped you guys to see my thought process. It's very jumbled and random, and I usually do a little bit of research too, like I said, on Google or what have you. But that was a real time, kind of really quick object lesson. You can literally use anything for an object lesson. I was taught that a long time ago. They said, grab something out of your purse, like a pen or a pencil. You could get a bobby pin, whatever it is, and come up with a lesson. So that's my challenge to you. Find something in your environment and try to come up with a lesson around that object. It can be something not as simple as a bobby pin or a pen or whatever, but just like look for something like that on a short where it's something unique and something cool that the kids are gonna be like, whoa. It's like the wow factor. And then you show them how you can relate that to the Bible. And then I always like to bring the science into it as well. So that's why I would Google and figure out why is it possible to see the thing on the other side of the paper and that kind of stuff. So anyways, I hope this helped you guys. And I would love to hear what you use for your object lesson that you're going to try out and how it goes. So leave that down in the comment and I will talk to you later.